Welcome back to Overlord Season 3 this time.
Woo!
Episode 1 review. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan. I almost
And
forgot
together
my
we're
name.
The intros get hard,
I
okay?
know. You do it so many times that you get in this robot mode and then you just forget it. I don't know what it is.
It's just, yeah, exactly. But we are anime viewers only, no source material, just like the last two seasons. So we're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready?
Yeah. This
This episode was, we were talking a little bit, but
I mean this episode is pretty much slice of life, but it didn't feel like a season opener.
no, it does not, in my
Like
opinion.
it felt like literally
It was
it
kinda
felt like
like
it should be attached to season 2 as
I feel like it's
episode.
kind of happened. Like even My Hero Academia kind of did the same thing with their season opener. Like
True.
some of the season openers so far have been like,
But I
not,
mean, I guess My Hero was a recap, which does serve like a small purpose for those with terrible memories. But like this one literally just felt like another episode, like an episode 7 of a season. But oh well.
yeah, because it was like kind of just basic. Like, hey, like, all right, in the very beginning, it's like, all right, you guys did a good task at the end of season 2, so you get some rewards. Savas just wants to continue with Torre, and he goes off, does his own thing. You got Solution, who asks for innocent humans to alive, who I don't want to fucking know what she wants to do with them.
There are some dark undertones this episode, though. I will say that.
Yeah, and Antoma's like, the girl I was fighting, I want to take her voice. It's like, okay. It's like, But yeah, like a lot of this episode, I honestly kind of find this episode boring. Like, first of all, they introduced a whole bunch like more characters, I guess, to make Nazarick feel more alive or something like that. I think is what their purpose was with this. Like, they're like, oh, here's all these maids, right? And we're gonna give all their names.
Even
I
like
don't
in
fucking
the
care, dude. They're just goddamn maids in Nazarick.
even in like the where he was giving them rewards, there was more characters in the background that we haven't seen. Like just
Yeah,
random.
yeah. So maids, I didn't care to write down any of their names, to be honest. Like, I'm not probably gonna try remembering them. They're just there.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, she mentioned they were like part of like the eight-edged assassins, and it's like,
Well,
okay,
I think the eight-edged assassins were the spider things, right? Or
yeah, I think it was like the battle maids, maybe.
yeah, they're part of the. There was a lot of maids. I will say that there was like 7 different maids that came out this episode. It's like,
And then they have all the normal maids, right? So we got them like, and you know, Onyx was like, we're gonna have a girls' day off. He gives the girls a day off, and they go off to do their own thing. And then he gives like a directive to Demiurge for the males.
it
And
was it was Nazarick's day off.
yeah, basically, yeah, that's. It felt like like not a season over, but a season break.
It did. It felt like a mid-season like transition episode.
Because like we got Albedo like showing off her bicorn. As soon as she got on it, I understood because like I know all the lore behind bicorns and unicorns and shit. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not really surprised by this because like she was a created NPC, and I'm not sure if they had sex in the previous game they were in to be
Right.
allowed.
And like originally she was created to be like super like mean and stuff. Like
Yeah,
before Ainz
yeah,
changed
because
her.
before eyes changed. So she's just a virgin succubus. It's like, and she's like, oh, I'll just have sex with Ains. It's like, we just saw him in the bath in the beginning of the episode. He doesn't have anything. I'm sorry. I don't think he can take your
Hey,
virginity.
maybe.
Unless he
Later on
uses
he was
some
wearing a towel.
True.
She wants that
Yeah. It's
bones
just a
bone.
skeleton. Like, use some magic, I guess.
There's probably some scroll that'll turn him human for however long he needs or whatever.
So we can have sex with Albedo. We already got lizard sex, okay? Next is skeleton Albedo sex.
Right. Nothing can freak me out more than lizard sex, so whatever.
And the other thing we got was Demiurge is working on breeding
This
for
is
humans and non-humans.
this is he has like a sex farm pretty much. Seeing I mean, that's what it's like.
He's like, even if there's love, it doesn't work.
Like he's breeding things. That's kind of messed up, right?
Yeah, I never like thought about that too much. Like, I thought about like cross species sex, but I didn't. I thought it was just be kind of like. I never thought of. I always thought it from like point of view like semi-normal because they're also like humanoid, right?
Right.
But they're looking on it. Oh, hey, it doesn't quite work. So what has to happen for it to work? For this, maybe a lizard to have sex with a normal woman, right? or a man having sex with a lady lizard.
I don't know.
There's just so much like breeding and sex going on in the background.
There was very.
So, like, lizard sex.
I'll say
Skeleton
there's a
sex.
very odd amount
Breeding.
of sexual things this episode. Like a lot. But I mean,
Yeah,
like you had the whole. I mean, first of all, the just stuff they'd say, the whole bicorn thing, the whole. I don't even. The next part.
yeah, we got like them. He went.
I will say
He's
it's.
practicing his lines.
I'll say it was super funny that he's practicing to be like this evil overlord, and he's just like, I'm just some office worker, man.
I don't know what I'm doing. He like walks out to sit down. He just does his
He's like
flick thing.
Mars
like,
"It's so
oh, you
cool.
sit so well.
It's so cool. It always throws me off that Mari's the boy
Aura.
and the other one's the girl, but they like dress opposite.
This is how they are, man. And, you know, they're all happy. Ein stayed with them, unlike the others. And then the next scene, within there, he's sexually assaulted by Albedo. He's like, quit trying to remove my clothes.
She
That is
like
going towards
raped him. Like what the fuck?
She was
like,
to
it'll
rape-
only take a second. I'm like, excuse me?
He's a quick person, okay?
That was
That
so
is not-
random.
That's not allowed, okay? Sexual assault is a no.
She straight up just tried to molest him and very aggressively.
Yes,
But you know.
it just happens. Then after credits, we got some more bad scenes.
Some bad scene.
Now all the men are together and all the women are together on the other side. And Alvado's like, is there a peephole? like, isn't it the other way around normally? Like, no, this game. And then they just,
Is there a peep?
then we were just like, should I go over there and scold them? We're like, nah, just let them react.
Right, or like they're like, Kakutis is always naked. He's like, please don't make it perverted.
This whole episode was about sex. That's all they were going for. But yeah, and they started screaming and they heard something like they believe it was the other Supreme Lord Lucifer with like a weird symbol they put in the subtitle in the middle of it.
Lucis Starfer. I don't know. I'm guessing maybe it is I don't know. We'll see.
Well, he said it was a Supreme Lord. It sounded like
Yeah,
him.
he said it sounded like him, but it could just be some NPC with the same voice. I don't know.
Could be. He could be back. He said he was a prankster and he could be pulling another prank. But that's how they left it, basically. He's like, get your armor and let's go over there. It's like, you still can't go over there, man. Well, actually, he can. I'm not sure about the others.
He can't
like
on
it
their
'cause they were like-
command.
Yeah, they said he can just command us to show him everything. We would do it.
Oh my
Which
god.
is like his whole thing in the episode where he's like, I have to tell them when to have a break, tell them to
Right.
work. Like, otherwise they'll just work 24/7. Like, I literally have to tell them everything, which is like his whole thing with the whole Blizzard arc anyway, was to teach them to like think on their own. But it's going to be a long ways before that happens.
Right.
But that's the episode.
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Sexy time.
Oh god. You wanna jump into scores?
Yeah, I think I would give it a 6. Like, not like a -6 or whatever. Like, you know, because sometimes a 6 kind of seems like a negative or whatever. It's just as a season opener,
I'd rate a 6 as okay.
Yeah, but some people kind of eat it. Six is sometimes like, it's just a six, it's so
Hey, if you're
negative,
gonna
man.
do a 1 to 10 scale, you got to use the whole scale, or it's just do 1 to
Exactly.
5.
Still, yeah, it's somewhere in that 5 to 6 range. Just because as a season opener, it was really weak. Um, I guess that we didn't have to wait long for the season opener, but
I feel like this was
I
supposed to just
enjoyed the
be.
episode. Like, if it was like a season break, I think I could have been okay with it and been fine with it, and I probably would have rated it like a 7 or something like that. But because it is a season opener and it was kind of boring, and I don't care about these random maids, okay? I don't care if they end up being important later down. I don't care. I like the main characters. I want to focus more on them. Like,
All
Mastrick
right.
already felt alive. It doesn't need to feel more alive.
It felt like this. It literally felt like this episode should be attached. Like this should be the second core of the second season. Like just it felt like they already had it done, and that's because I was curious. I was like, how'd they get it out so early? Because it was like what a season break, and then it was back.
Yeah.
I feel like they already had it. They just were like, let's just do it in the summer instead of one whole big season 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll give it like a 5.5. It was okay. I mean, it was funny. There were some funny moments, but
Yeah,
like
overall, it's just kind of boring.
story wise, it didn't go anywhere. They didn't really open questions. Like
No, it didn't accomplish, I think, really much of
like
anything.
what's gonna happen season 3? From this episode, I don't know. Well, from this episode, I think it's gonna be a very sexual season 3. But I just
Especially after the end of like season 2, where he left it off huge with like the princess and the others, right? And then
right.
all of a
And there
sudden
was
we're
also
just
open ends on season 2 that didn't even get touched. Like we brought up like those 2 characters introduced in the very first episode of season 2, and we never saw them again.
yeah,
We don't see them here. We don't see much here. I don't know. It just felt like it didn't feel
yeah,
like a season opener at all.
not at all. Like, yeah,
But
6 might be a little bit high, but it's definitely 5.5 range. You're right. It's just sorry. It's like, yeah,
I mean, I'm
if
just.
you're gonna throw, you're gonna like you got to pull your audience back in. You can't just do something like this.
I mean, if this would have been, like I said, just like episode 14 or whatever it was of season 2, it would have been okay. But as a whole, like we waited a season to get this. That's all you gave us is some
You better fucking love it, Logan.
some sexual jokes and borderline rape. Like, oh well. I'm assuming next episode's gonna set everything into motion.
Yeah.
Hopefully. But yeah, that's it. Spiel time.
As always, if you want your rewards, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Comment down below. Let us know what you thought. So did it like, would score it, anything like that. Again, like, no spoilers as we are anime viewers only, and plenty of others are. And we stream at twitch.tv. Links in the description below along with social media. Until next time, peace out.
See you.